Happy Saturday once again, my YouTube subscribers. This week I thought we'd return back to St Michael's in East Peckham. The reason really I'm here is I've got a new IR light and I wanted to try my night vision because we haven't actually used night vision up to now, and I thought there may be more chance of actually catching something on the night vision rather than torchlight all the time. So I hope you enjoy this week's explore. Please join me for the next, I guess, 30 minutes to an hour. Hope you enjoy. Okay. So I think what we'll do in the first instance, we'll have a walk around the church just to make sure that there's nobody here and we're empty. And then we can begin the investigation. I'm already set to night vision, so hopefully it's going to work okay. So let's have a walk around and just see if we can catch anything. And I'll leave the static camera where it is and that can film away. Okay, so hopefully you can see this. It's actually the first opportunity I've had for night vision, although the cameras had it. I did have an IR light, but it never really worked. And for some strange reason, every time I tried to run this camera in night vision, it just kept cutting out or the video just went corrupt. So hopefully this time we've got a bit more light on the new IR light and it'll hold steady for us. So let's have a quick walk around in any case, just to check there's nothing here. Someone's actually put a new bench there. It certainly wasn't there last time, so it looks like someone's here doing some work on the place. So hopefully you can see ahead. I certainly can't see anything because obviously for me we're in darkness, so it's very difficult for me to see where I'm going, so I may need a little bit of torchlight just to check the area, but hopefully you can see that. Let's just check everything. But if you see anything, please let me know in the comments. I'm sure I'll spot it during editing, but as I say, I've got no light, so for me it's pitch black. I think what I'll do, I'll turn the IR light off and you can see what I'm seeing. So bear with me, let me just turn down the IR light and turn it off. So there we go. That's how I see the graveyard itself at this current time. So let's get the IR light back on, so at least I've got some light. And we'll have a walk the perimeter just to check. And then we can get back to the entrance again and we can try some communications on the EMF. There's some movement over there. If you see a torchlight from time to time, that's just me switching the torch on if I hear something. I certainly don't want to walk into something and not know it's there. Okay, we look okay at the moment. It's currently around about 3 AM. We're around about that time, so a little bit later today. Unfortunately, I was being a bit more lazy this week and overlaid slightly. The joys of a working life. Okay, so we look clear at the moment. Let's just check back on ourselves. Just please remember, if you see anything, let me know. Certainly been a few changes. It looks like someone's been up here looking after the place. Certainly some strange noises behind me, but there is a little breeze. So maybe this is just the trees rustling a little. Okay, let's see if you can see up there. Hopefully you can. More noises behind me. Okay, so let's get to the front. We can try a little bit of communication, see what we can pick up. As I said, I've got a new app now, so we'll give that a go again and see if we can get a little bit more communications from this place. Okay, so I'm going to put this camera on top of this grave for a moment. Let's just turn the camera around and see if it can actually see me. Oh, there we go. So I thought what we could try, if I stand in front of the camera, and maybe we'll get the ghost box out. Okay, let's get this new app going and we'll give it a go and see if we can pick anything up. Let's get the volume up. Can I ask please, is there anybody here at St Michael's this time that could come forward and possibly communicate with me? Give me some sign of your presence if you would. Could you possibly step behind me maybe? Could you come up behind me? More movement over there. Nothing coming through as yet. Let's move ourselves back to the front. Okay.
I don't want to talk.
You don't want to talk? Why don't you want to talk to me, please? I think what I'll do, I'm going to bring the camcorder up here. I'm going to drop it onto that gravestone, I think, and I'll leave that pointing out into the graveyard, because you never really know. Something may come forward. Let's leave that sitting there and see if anything comes forward to us. And I'll get back to the main camera and we'll try some spirit communications. Okay. So we've got the Spirit Talker app up and going. If we get the EMF out, and we'll give that a little go, see if anyone wants to come and talk to us. So with me. We've got the EMF on, and we've also got the wife. Let's have a sit down on the step. Let's sit here and see if anyone wants to come forward and talk to us. Thank you for the communication you've given me so far. Could you possibly give me your name so I know who I can talk to, please? Please come forward and talk to me if you would. Name? I've asked for your name. My name's Michael, by the way. I do apologise. Little rude of me. My name's Michael. Could you give me your name, please? I'm sorry if I've encroached on your resting place, but I'm only here to prove that there is life beyond death, and I'm interested to find out, and I'm just wondering if you could communicate with me and possibly tell me a little about the other side.
Don't be fearful.
Don't be fearful. I won't be fearful. I'm here on my own, so I have little fear. I'm not scared of spirits. I'm more scared of people. They're more harmful than spirits could ever be. Please come forward and give me your name, please, if you would. Maybe even if you approach this EMF meter in my hand, this light box, as you...
I'm a good person.
You are a good person, are you? I'm a good person also. If you're a good person, could you come forward and possibly speak with me, please? Could you give me some sign of your presence? Could you do that? Please come forward and tell me a little more. We've got a few words, which is good. Dylan. Is that your name? Thank you. You've given me your name, Dylan. Strange beeping noise there. I'm not sure if that was my camcorder. Let's go and get it. Oh, we've got some EMF movement now. Let me just go and find my camcorder. Hope you can see that. Certainly got some communications going on now. Let's bring this camcorder back because I don't know. Oh, it's still recording, so it didn't let us down. Okay, let's bring it back to the front and then we can maybe leave it next to us, trundling away there, and we'll see what else we can get. I hope you can see that the EMF's spiking then, so we've certainly got something approaching.
Many died here.
Many died here. There's certainly many dead here. I'm not sure many died here. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Because there is many dead here. There's probably a good few hundred. Could you tell me a little more about yourself, please? You've already said that your name is Dylan, and you've just confirmed with the lights. Thank you very much, Dylan. Could you step away a little maybe and reduce these lights for me? This is very strong. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you. Dylan, are you buried here? I assume that you are, because you wouldn't be talking to me otherwise. I certainly wouldn't expect that you're just visiting.
Let us rest.
Let us rest. I'm very sorry. Obviously, I'm disturbing your peace. I do apologise for that. Could you possibly just say a little bit more to me, and then I promise I will leave you to rest. You've already shown me that you're here. You've shown me some signs of your presence, and I really appreciate that.
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey. Who's Jeffrey, please? Are you telling me you're Jeffrey, not Dylan? Obviously, we've got some slight communication there. We've got talking, obviously, but obviously the EMF meter is just dipping. Could you give me a little more?
Name.
You've already asked me my name, Jeffrey. My name's Michael. If I sit here quietly for a little while, do you think you can come forward and maybe knock on the door behind me? Just to give me some sign that you're here, please. Please confirm by moving the lights.
Good.
Good. What's good?
Ghost.
Ghost? Where's the ghost, Jeffrey? Come and show me that you're close to me, please. Come, make a sound, maybe. Okay.
Worried.
Who's worried? Are you worried, Jeffrey? Are you worried? Okay. I think what we'll do, I think maybe we could have a knock on this door. Just wonder if I can get the night vision down here and it can see me. Let's relocate this camcorder. And we can, maybe if I stand at the door, that might pick things up better.
Philip.
Philip, we've got a Philip now, have we? Let's turn this off. We'll bring this back a little. Jeffrey or Philip, or whoever you are, if I knock on this door, could you possibly knock back and show me that you're here, please, with me? Could you do that?
Nancy.
Nancy. We've got a Nancy now, have we? Could you possibly step forward and maybe knock this EMF meter off? Jeffrey or Nancy, or whoever you are. Please come forward and show yourself to me if you would. Okay, I think what I might do is leave the camera on there, and we can have another walk around the church. So the EMF's there. We'll take no torches with us. And we'll have a little walk around, just using night
I was
vision.
cremated.
You was cremated? So in actual fact you're not buried here, I assume? Or did someone come here and maybe scatter your ashes afterwards? Is that what they did? Can you confirm? It's certainly not as dark as it was. Probably about 45 minutes has passed since I last walked round the cemetery, and there is some light here now. The sun is coming up slowly, or sunrise should I say. So there is a little light, so I can see a bit more, hence I don't need a torch at all.
2 ladies here.
2 ladies here. Are they with me now? Can I call you Jeffrey? Is that okay? Jeffrey, are the 2 ladies here with me now? Could you tell me the 2 ladies' names, maybe? Could you do that? Could you do that, please? Let's get amongst the gravestones and see if anything wants to come forward and talk to us. Certainly very dark under this tree. Certainly blocks out a lot of the sky. You can see that. I can actually see through the church now, through the 2 windows. Okay, let's get a camera up here, and I don't mean to be disrespectful.
Understand.
You understand? What do you understand? As I say, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but we'll leave the camera on top of that headstone, and we'll come in amongst these graves and this tree and see if anything wants to maybe come in and talk to us. Hi Jeffrey, if that's you, please come forward and give me some sign of your presence, please. Come forward and talk to me if you would. Certainly a freaky place in the dark, especially in the middle of a cemetery. But as I say, there is a little bit of light, so I can see partially. Please come and talk to me, Jeffrey. Tell me who the 2 ladies are that you referred to.
Pain.
Pain? Are you in pain, Jeffrey? Are you suffering? Are you suffering, Jeffrey? Noises behind me. Not sure if you can pick that up. Jeffrey, come forward and show me yourself, please. Show yourself amongst these graves, maybe. Come and talk to me. Okay, let's have a walk back round the side and just see where we are, what we're doing here. Not sure if you can see in there.
Honest.
Honest? I'm certainly honest, Jeffrey. Are you? Love to be able to get in that church. It certainly looks very nice in the pictures online of it. Something glowing up there. I see 2 eyes then. Bit odd. Hopefully the static camera's been picking up EMF movement. I can only hope. As I said, if you see anything moving around the graves maybe, and I miss it, please let me know.
I miss my family.
You miss your family, do you, Jeffrey? I would imagine you do. Have you passed? Are they still living? Is that why you haven't met up on the other side yet? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Please confirm if you would. Please confirm. Let's have a look and see if there's anything it can see inside. I don't suppose it can, but you never know. Night vision does.
What are the lights?
What are the lights? They're my cameras, I would imagine, Jeffrey. Although I haven't got any lights on currently. But I did have lights on, which was my camera. Hopefully that EMF meter's been moving. Let's put this back down here and we'll try a little more communications. Jeffrey, can I ask, are you still here with me, please?
Bodies below.
Bodies below. Indeed, there is bodies below. You're right, Jeffrey. There's hundreds of bodies below here. Don't leave me, Jeffrey. Please keep communicating if you would. Certainly strange noises down there.
Amelia.
Amelia. Who's Amelia to you, Jeffrey? Hope it's okay me calling you Jeffrey. That was the first name that you gave me, so I assume your name is Jeffrey. Jeffrey, give me a little more, please. Can you tell me what age you were when you passed? Could you do that? Please come forward and tell me. Certainly getting light quickly. But as I said, it is the joys of British summertime. And I was a little later today, unfortunately. But it shouldn't matter. If spirits are about, they're about
Marie.
in daytime. Marie. Who's Marie, Jeffrey? Is Marie a member of your family, maybe? Your wife, your child? Could you confirm which one? Jeffrey, if I knock on this door, could you please think about knocking back if you would? Could you do that?
Growl.
Growl? Is something going to growl at me, Jeffrey?
Challenge.
Challenge? What's the challenge, Jeffrey? Okay, I think what we'll do, we'll have a go at this voice recorder as well. We'll get this going and we'll see if anyone wants to come and talk to us that way. Okay, Jeffrey, if that's you, could you possibly come forward and maybe talk into the little box in my hand? It's able to pick up your voice, maybe, if you come close enough. If I sit here quietly, would you maybe talk into the box for me?
Impressive.
What's impressive, Jeffrey? I know I'm impressive. Let me see that. I heard something moving from the left. There was walking. And it reached here. I could hear it get to there. And now I've got communication through the EMF. Jeffrey, is that you? That was weird. That was walking. There's definitely movement going on over there. Jeffrey, was you walking?
We are apprehensive.
We are apprehensive. Why are you apprehensive? You're not bothered with me, are you? Surely I don't scare you. As I said, I'm only here to communicate with you. I'm nothing to be scared of. I should be more scared of you. Please approach me again. I felt you approached me then. The light box knew that you'd approached me. Could you do it again? Let's see if this picked anything up.
Scarlet.
Scarlet. It's a pretty name. Who's Scarlet, please? Are you listing all the people that are buried here? Okay, let's have a play.
Jeffrey, if that's you, could you possibly come forward and maybe talk into the little box in my hand?
More moving over there.
It's able to pick up your voice, maybe, if you come close enough. If I sit here quietly, would you maybe talk into the box for me? Jeffrey, please come forward.
Children here.
Come and talk into this box.
Children here, did you say, Jeffrey? I keep calling him Jeffrey. It probably isn't Jeffrey. You said there's children here. I do know there's children buried here. Certainly, there's a lot of small graves. Are your children buried here, maybe? Or is it just you?
Impressive.
What's impressive, Jeffrey?
Got a dry throat suddenly.
Impressive.
Mind.
Oh, you keep making me pause it. Mind. Whose mind? Oh, that's odd. Hit my throat again. I had this last week. There's movement there again. Who's coming to me? There's someone approaching me. I can feel you. Oh, I do apologise. I'm not sure what's happening there. There's definitely movement coming from over here.
Money.
Money?
Let me see that. I heard something moving from the left that was walking. And it reached here.
Right,
I could
okay.
hear it get to there. And now I've got communication through the EMF.
Let's turn this off a minute because, as I said, it is getting light now. I can actually see the place properly now, so probably the best time to come off night vision. So let's turn this off.
Important.
Important. What's important, please? What's important to you? Okay, I think what we'll do, we'll have one more little walk up round the side of the church. Bit disappointing because I was later today, so obviously I got closer to...
I'm really here.
You're really here, thank you. I know that you're here, although you haven't come forward and spoken to me personally yet. I would appreciate you do so. I'm not going to be here too much longer, so please come forward and tell me something. So yeah, as I said, I was later today, and obviously I've hit daybreak now, which isn't ideal for me. I don't generally do day explores, as you know. But we'll have a little walk around now. We've got a bit more daylight, and maybe it'll give you a better overview of the place. And obviously for me it will as well, because I haven't actually seen it properly in daylight. So let's have a little wander up and around the church, and we'll come back and we'll look at tying things up at that point.
Good.
Good. Oh, thank you for that. So basically it's good that I'm going to be going, is that what you're saying? So I think what I'll do, I'll move the camera. We'll give that a little bit of a relocation. Bear with me. As you can see now, it is, although that looks really like daylight there.
Drain camera.
In that lens. Drain camera. Are you saying you're going to drain my camera? Let's just get me bits together. Okay, we'll leave them two go in there, and we'll have a walk around now. It's daylight, as I said. The sun's coming up, so you can certainly get a feel for the place now. but it certainly looks different in daytime. Obviously the EMF's going away. And obviously the new bench someone's installing.
Altar.
Altar? Yes, there is an altar in this church. It's certainly saying a lot of relevant words tonight. I'm not sure what that is running over there. Oh, it's a rabbit. Let's turn this EMF off. We'll put that away. We won't do any more communications through that. We'll just leave the spirit talker going. And it's really just to give you an overview of the place before we tie things up. Just so you can see what it looks like in semi-light in any case.
Pain.
You're in pain again? You said that when I was here last time. I was here about half hour ago. You said you was in pain. And I was actually in this spot again. Let's put a little bit of light on, because it is dark under this tree, but you can still get a bit of overview of the place. Hopefully you can see through there now. I think you missed that because I actually stopped the camera.
I'm in the corner.
You're in the corner? What corner are you in? Let me check the corners now. What corner are you in? You're not in that corner. Are you lying to me? Are you telling me you're in the corner and you're actually not?
Excellent.
Excellent. Okay, I think what we'll have to do now, we'll look at tying things up. Obviously it's getting daylight now. And I don't want to start seeing people. There shouldn't be too many people walking around. Like I say, we're a few miles from anywhere really. So I'll be surprised if we get too many visitors to this church. But as I said, it's daybreak, so it's probably a good time to look at wrapping things up. Right, so bear with me and we'll get everything broken down and ready to go.
3.
3? Not 3 again, surely. Every place I go you say 3. Okay, so thank you for taking the time to spend 30 minutes or so with me this week. It's been a nice little explore. Obviously I arrived a little bit later than usual and it went into daybreak, which I don't generally do, but it was still a nice explore. We had a little bit of communications, but I hope you enjoyed the video in any case. Please leave a like if you would, I really appreciate that, and leave a comment, even say if you liked it or you didn't like it. So I look forward to seeing you again next week. You have a lovely remainder of the weekend. Have a good week ahead. Take care of yourselves. God bless now. Bye bye.